Hello guys, my name's Yokost and welcome back to another video in the Python MySQL database revision quiz video series. And the last video we did more formatting and more text formatting of it. We were struggling a bit with the title. We finally got that working. Made a couple of changes to our function of it, but it's all working nicely now. So we still need to make a few changes to our text format. When I say a few, they could be big, because sometimes a few say, oh yeah, this will be done very quickly. No, then we have to make major changes to other stuff. Play quiz, for example, we may wish to update the question, so it doesn't just appear there. We may wish to make it, into, make it more, funky, may just change the color, potentially. Potentially that's something we may wish to do. I don't know what colours. I don't know. We may wish to do something like that. Quit. Let's just quit. The question editor. If you try and, for example, edit question, you may wish to update this a bit. Have I even tested this? I don't even know. I don't even know if I've tested this. I don't remember. But we may wish to change this up. For example, we may actually want these in a table. We may actually want these questions in a table for us as well. And we may also wish to change this up a bit as well. So quite a few things we may wish to change. So let's start off with, maybe we should put this in a table to begin with, because for this we won't actually center the table, but yeah, we should probably put this, yeah. So put this under a table. That'll be our first objective. So what function does this? I do not remember. I don't remember many things. There has to be a function where I do this. There has to be. There has to be. Of course there has to be. Display question? I think it has to be something with the display question. But no, because that contains... No, it can't be, because this contains options. So it cannot be that one. Edit question. No, that's for editing question. Display question to edit. That... No. Is it get questions to edit? It's the get questions to edit, isn't it? Yeah. So it's the get questions to edit. And what do I return over here? Select question to edit. Let me try and view this again. Select question to edit, it looked through it, it then asks for an input. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so we may wish to return this instead. As we may have to make a couple of changes to all this stuff. That's what we probably have to do. I think I'm going to have to make some changes to some of these functions. We can shorten down some of these functions potentially if we try and reuse some other functions. We got the get all questions, don't we? We got that function. So why aren't we using that? And the question I'm really asking is, why didn't I program it to use that? Let's collapse all this stuff. We don't need all this stuff opened. Get all questions. Why don't we just use this? We return all the questions. You're not getting the ID of it, yes. Well, you are getting the ID, but we don't want to use their ID. But we don't need to. We can just get a count. We can just use the count for it. Yeah, it returns all questions. So when we ask to edit, how do we ask again? If we go through this process, let me just close that off as well. How does the process go? So we go on to, well, we'll log in first. Just log in over here quickly. So we'll go on to the question editor, free. So we go on to free. Go on to choice free. We then go on to is edit question number 2. And this is where it gets all this. So all this crap is going to be changed. What we're going to do is we're simply just going to get over here. Questions equals, well, we've probably got already a list of questions, don't we? do we do that globally, or are we just calling that all the time? We just call it all the time, don't we? Okay, fine. That's fine. We may wish to change that in the future, so we don't have to always be calling it. Get all questions. I don't think you pass anything to it. I don't believe so. Hold on. Let me see that all questions again. I think we actually have it already. We have all questions, don't we? Yeah, we do. So if I print out all questions, we already have that. So that means I don't need to make the call again. Good, because we already got that. Fantastic. That's fantastic news. Yeah, because it's all over here. Good, good, good. That's actually good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do over here. So we've got all the questions. So yeah, we can just do over here for loop, really. We can just do it similar to what we've done before. We have is a count 0. We have here a for question in all questions. What we can do over here is we can simply just, first of all, let's create the table. So first we have to actually create the table. Let's edit questions table. You get rid of this print. Don't require that. And we just put the question number in question. Or we can actually put number. And then we want to is add the data. So then we want to do is, yep, for example, we did over here, add data. So we just do that. What we want actually is want the count, and then we want is the question count, and then we want is, and we're getting everything, so we want is the, so yeah, 1. Then we don't need to have it centered. It's fine. Well, we could have it centered, but I guess we don't. I don't think we do need it. But this won't print it because I'm not centering, so then I have to say print edit questions table. I forgot to add the in range part. Don't know if you leave forward, I want to click. Oops, the length of all questions. I don't need a count, do I? No, because if I do question. Oh, I'm getting this mixed up with the other for loop. Sorry about this. So I'm getting mixed up because I haven't kept always doing the other types of for loops and not the in range ones. Right, let me fix this. It's all questions. Question. Oh no, it's not that part. Over here it's question. Here it's just all questions. Here's where I put question. Okay, fixed. Right? Hopefully. There we go. Fixed. Good. Here they are. Right. So now we could center this. We could. I feel like everything looks better centered. I don't know why, I just feel like everything looks better centered. That's all. Oh no, we're not going to this. Oh yeah, we are. Of course we are. We always center everything. There we go. Beautiful. It's now centered. Got a lot of text. Yeah, now this table now looks a bit more, a bit different with more amount of text. Although I don't think this is equal, to be honest. No, that's fine. I think. I don't know. Because it's 37, isn't it? It's not exactly an even number. Oh yeah, that needs to get incremented. Oops. Oops, oops. Now it's correct. Always having to log in is annoying. No, that should be the last thing I did. Yeah, here are all the questions then. Good. Here are all of them. So I think this looks like a better way of oh my god, so white. Yeah, I think this is a better way of here dealing with questions. Of course, what we want to do is we want to actually clear this up. Clear this up. Change this over to a thingy. So what we need to do is we need to potentially create a new function, and we need to create a new function for an edit screen. What's the? Shouldn't I have a current function for the edit screen? I don't know why this is still all open. Display question edit. So the get question edit, select question to edit. So, although we are probably going to pass actually in the table and stuff actually, I'll think about it.
Although it gets displayed over here actually, to be honest. Display the edit screen. But that's similar to the menu, actually. That's similar to the display menu. What if I was to get the display menu? But that's a display menu. I want to see if this works. I'll put over none. Does this work? None type. Or I could do, because this will save a couple of functions actually. If menu option, if the length, or if could also just pass as an array with nothing as well. I could have just done that as well, but I would say none. But no, I like to say none. But now, yeah, that's not, we won't need the database, I don't think. More, it's just more on the application now. For you to go at a question like that, see? And this is always capitalized, isn't it? It's not. Aha! Interesting. Why is it not always capitalized? Why is this not always capitalized? As it should be? Oh, it is. Try it. I'm sorry, I'm blind. Try it. It's upper. Try that. Good, good. It's always capitalized. That's good. Let me come over here and select question to edit. So then if I now go over here, here's the select question to edit, and then you select a question. Which will probably be your next line. That's going to be changed to like get question to edit or something like that. But let me do print display question to edit, get question to edit. That's what I want. I want to get a question to edit. And yeah, we can pass in all questions just to check if that question actually exists. No problem. I can just, yeah, I have to change this up over here to get question to edit. Get question to edit. And that means get rid of this. I get rid of this. Maybe I should change it to a colour. Probably. Probably should do something like that. Also, I should probably actually do a try of it as well, which I haven't. Should probably do that as well. Then it goes on to the display. Let's see how the display works. How does that screen work? So we can now get rid of that. So we can now go here. Display question edit. Okay, I didn't input that. That's fine. So this is fine. It's funny how I said we're going to make tweaks, and it looks like what we're making is changes. Really. Tweaks the formatting of the text and stuff like that. No, we then have to make changes to the whole of the function. Programming. Just always improving. Now this we might want to put a different colour. I feel like when the system tells you to ask for something, it should probably give you a different colour. 0 was a flat file. Okay. Did it go? Was that the last question? I bet you, because then it minuses 1. Maybe that's it. What is the difference between client server? The first one's what's a hexadecimal representation? 0. Yeah. So, I don't know, this was the last question. And so yeah, what's the difference? And if you put 0, it -1, it then minuses 1, and -1, the actual number -1 in Python, goes to the back of the list. So okay, so we're gonna have to put some validation, make sure that you can't put 0. But just to check over here to make sure that all the numbering is working fine. If I go for 4, it should be when purchasing. It should be this one over here. When purchasing a piece of software. Yeah, okay, that's all working nice. Okay, this should also be in a table. We've got these 2 titles. This should all be in a table. All this crap should all be in a nice little table for us. So yes. What else? What else? So actually, let's go back over here just to make sure I see. I'm just envisioning it. I'm just viewing this in my mind how it will appear. Visualizing this all in my mind. So 15. Let's go with 15, for example. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. I need to put one of those red things again. Okay, we can do that. Not a problem. Just get one of these again. So once we just want to get one of these, let's see here. Editing question. Editing question, and yep. So if we just go back, just rerun this. But 4. Editing question. Although something did just appear. Is it the display question edit? Yeah, it's this. It's this over here. I have to make a few changes to this. Most notably, getting rid of this crap right here. Because I don't want to call that function again, but I may have to. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I can do that now, can't I? Cause get all... so much to do this, but I can do it now. Okay, fine. I'll do that. No worries. I forgot I had that on my to-do list. So, spare question edit. This should just create a table then. Actually, we don't need this function because we can just create a table out of it. Yeah. So, we come over here. I know this is getting quite long now. It's a long if statement. Display menu. Then let's do what we've done over here. Create a table again. So we created another table. This is the question editing table. Put over here. We're going to put over a couple of information, bits of information. So the question. Well, this is not going to be right. This not, what? Okay, I know. It's going to be what do you call this? What do you call this? You call this? Because I want to do it. I want to do it as a row instead. One of the second part, just call it data. Call it as the column? No. Just gonna call it key for now. Key and data. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to call it key and data. Then over here, for what we're going to do over here is we're going to say for data. Do you get the question ID? So yeah, all questions, question ID. Print me the data. What's this 20? What's that? That's the ID. Yeah. 20. Okay, cool. So there's all our data. Now we don't need all of it, of course. Got over here the add row. That. So I'm going to say over here we wish to add is the data 1. Yeah. I'm going to go data 2. 3, data 4, data 5, and data 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, I'm trying to think about this. What you want is first. Is that yes? But then we use. Although. It's not exactly like that. And we wanted I know we don't need to go for a loop. No, we don't. We do this. We say. Well, I don't know if you need to reference it back to a variable. I don't think it's necessary, but we've got to keep doing that. But I think it's necessary. I think we can just say add data to table, and it does it. I don't know. We'll keep it. So the first one is question. I guess that leaves us with data 1. The next one is
Option A. Get rid of that. There's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, because I'm... Yeah, thank you. Okay, I know why, because I have to make a couple of changes. Let's say all questions. 0. Not 0, question ID. Oh, you shouldn't have all this. Why do you have all this? You shouldn't have all this. That's the first one, that's it. Yeah, okay. All questions, all questions, all questions, all questions, and all questions. There we go. No, why? Doing this index L range. F you about this index L. How's this index L range? Put me out all questions. And the question ID. How to tell me how the index L range? What the hell is this? Why does it appear like this on the console? What? I don't know. It's probably something to do with encoding. I'll have to look at that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How is something out of range? 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this out of range? Oh, then I'm not also displaying it. Hold on. There we go. See? Oh, what the hell was I talking about before? Here's the key. Here's the data. Excellent. This looks beautiful. Doesn't it just look beautiful? I think it looks beautiful. Okay. I see this is going to be another long video. We're doing 35 minutes. So actually, I'm not actually going to put a cut here. I'll divide up this video so it's easier to digest. So if you like, if you want to know when I next upload a video on the continuation of making these modifications to the editing question, probably the rest of the question manager, subscribe so you get in your sub box. Like this video if you liked it, and thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.